let's begin. I'll show you how to do the explosion. Very simple process. You're going to begin with a 8-inch square sheet of paper with the design facing up. And now we're moving on to page 2, and this is step 1. And you want to put it in this direction, and then with the print facing up, you're going to simply just line up your points at the top to make a diagonal fold. And right now you can just finger fold if you want. And then we're going to open that up, turn that, and do the other diagonal fold. Just like that, finger fold. So we're on to step 3 now. We've just finished step 3. And then step 4 is you open this up and turn the whole thing over. Now we have the right side of the paper, the pattern side, facing down. And we're going to just fold it in half. And try to get your edges on each of these folding steps lined up as best you can. And this is very lightweight paper. This explosion part works well with very lightweight paper. Then we're going to open that up, and now we have the wrong side facing up, and all you do is put a finger in the middle, push up, and you can see how it forms the sides here. It causes them to collapse actually. And all you do is bring that in where the sides have collapsed, and now we'll take a bone folder. Let's see. And then we're going to go across those fold lines very sharply. Good. And then you'll take the templates that you've cut out. That's on page 4. There's 2 templates you can use. I'm using the curved one, but we also have one that has points to it. This is great for masculine cards with the points, but I'm going to use the curved ones today. And you just align it, align the template right to the end of the point there, and then we're going to trace around the curves. Let's see. And this isn't going to show, so if you have a little mark there, that's fine. It's not going to show. And then let me show you a quick point about cutting both of these templates. I'm going to go around the curve here, right on the line. You want to stay on the line or inside the line so your explosion doesn't extend beyond your card when it's closed. I come right there to the end. And then you could try to go around like this, that's fine. But to get a really nice point there without tearing the paper, I like to go in from that side. And sometimes you have to go back and just cut it ever so slightly. And then this allows you to have a nice easy point to start then for your next curve. Okay, I showed this card to my 82-year-old mother-in-law, and she loved it so much she had to make 2. And when she did her cuts right here, it's a little bit hard for her to use scissors. She accidentally tore the paper right there, and when she opened it up, she just went through and put some stickers and covered her tears, and that turned out great. It actually enhanced the card. So that's one of those happy little mistakes, happy little opportunities that turned out really well. Okay, we're almost done here. So now I have that explosion part cut out, and I'm going to get my card front and open everything up. And then you're just going to place the explosion part right inside the card. And you don't want to get too close to the fold mark here. If you get too close to the fold, your card won't close very well. So I left a little tiny space, maybe about 1/8 of an inch there. And then I'm leaving equal distance top and bottom. And then I'm just going to use my adhesive. And just put your adhesive liberally here, just to hold it closed. And then I'm going to cover that up, and then I'm going to flip the whole thing over, and then I'm going to add adhesive on the other side. And I'm just going around. You could take your time and really go around the curves if you wanted to, but it's basically just to hold this in place. You don't need a whole lot of adhesive. And then we're going to close that up. And now when we open up our card, voila, we have a wonderful explosion there. And then the last part is just to add some sayings here. So I've got, this is going to be a Mother's Day card for my mother. And this is one of the sayings included. And here's one little technique just to give it a little added professional touch, is I'm using my standard size hole punch and I'm just going to notch the corners. And that just gives a little added touch there. I did that to all 4 corners. And you're just going to open this up and you can decide whether you want this on the top or the bottom, and I'm going to try to line that up. And then I took another saying that said Happy Mother's Day and I just added an extra outside layer, a background layer. And then I'm going to put that right at the top. You can open it up and work a little bit easier. And that is it. And there we have it. This one says, it's your day, celebrate. And then when you open it up, Happy Mother's Day. And then the saying at the bottom is, you taught us that there's no single way to be a perfect parent, but there are a million ways to be a great one.